Good afternoon, traders. In this video, we're going to do a bit of market analysis. We're going to look at the S&P 500. Today's August 4th, 2021. The markets are still open. We are in unprecedented times right now. The markets are trading at all-time highs, but there is something very unique that's been happening for roughly the past week that I'm going to show you on this chart right now, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it means and what could happen in the future if this pattern is broken. So first of all, let's get some context. Last year, early 2021, this is the pandemic sell-off, and obviously since then, we've been in this long-term uptrend. Yes, we've had a couple of pullbacks since then, but it's been this long-term uptrend that has really not let up since early 2020, but something has been happening the past week that I've noticed on the daily chart that I've not really seen yet. We have had some kind of consolidation areas throughout these uptrends where things start to move slightly sideways, but there's always been this general uptrend. Now, in the past week or so, we've seen this really strictly sideways move here. I can mark out a few levels, and we'll call this a key resistance level right here. Well, let's just call it the 441 level. And then down here is going to be a support area. And these are not exact, but we'll just say like the 435, 436 level. There's a bit of a gap here that was filled with this wick, but not too much. So let's just call it the 435 level. So if this 435 level gets broken, what is more likely to happen is we could see a continuation to the downside. Does that mean that it's going to come all the way back down to this previous low? Not necessarily. It could, but it could just come down, break that level, and then pop back up. And then what happens if we break this resistance level? We're probably going to see all-time highs made again, as we have so many times throughout this year and the previous year on the S&P 500. So main idea that I wanted to point out was this horizontal consolidation area. We have never really seen anything quite like this last this long, at least, on the S&P 500. Everything has always been more trending. So this is something unique. I think you can go all the way back to the pandemic and you will not find another area that is as sideways as the one that we just pointed out. I'm going to just scroll back down until we get to the pandemic sell-off, and you could see that everything is pretty much trending either up or down with a little bit of choppiness here and there, but we have never seen a consolidation like this one. Here's one a little bit similar, not quite the same, and look what happened in that case when the upper resistance was broken. Maybe you would define this as the upper resistance. Here's the support level. When that was broken, we made new all-time highs once again. Obviously, eventually pulled back a little bit harder, but that's really it. I don't see any other area on this entire daily chart since the pandemic sell-off. This is the beginning of the pandemic reversal, the rebound, and we just don't, other than that area I just pointed out, there's really nothing like what's been happening the past week. So this is definitely a unique event, and I'm very interested to see how this progresses and what happens when these key levels are broken. So of course, we could continue sideways for quite a bit longer, but eventually these levels are going to be broken and the price will move in one direction or the other. So that's it. Hopefully this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. If it was helpful, hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe. Usually what I do are day trading recaps, day trading lesson videos, swing trading, stuff like that. But every once in a while, when something interesting happens in the market, like that's been happening, I like to do a market analysis video. So anyway, no matter what, always go into every single trade with a plan and stick to your plan no matter what. Take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.